Why do we get so many clients and how do we get them? Well, I'm not going to tell you everything here, of course, because that's why people buy a franchise, to find out our secret sauce and become a part of our team. But I will give you a little bit of a brief overview. So I guess the first one is simply we get found in more places, in more ways, by good quality potential clients than anyone else. We do a lot of marketing to get our name out there, our website out there, our Facebook page out there, and all those different things to the right type of person. Now the key here is it's the right type of person. So if you're a one-man show, you might be targeting the right type of person, but by nature of being a small business, you simply don't have the budget and the expertise and the marketing material to get it in front of more than a tiny amount of people. And if you're a big name gym, you've probably got that marketing budget out there and you're probably reaching this many people, but you're targeting all of that to getting people who want a cheap gym membership. So that's not what you as a personal trainer want. You want people who want an expensive personal trainer. It's a big difference. So your big gym, they might be, getting way more people than us seeing the message, but there's only a couple of percent of them that are actually interested in an expensive personal trainer. So as far as you as a trainer is concerned, it's pretty well wasted a lot of the time. For us, every single cent of our marketing dollar goes into people who want an expensive personal trainer. So there's a magnitude of different things we do, which we won't go into right now, of course, but that's one of the reasons we get so many great inquiries. Now, our average client goes on to spend about $5,000 with us as a result of this tactic. Now, obviously, we're a business, we're not a charity, so it's very important to look at those numbers. But along with those great profitable numbers of our average client spending $5,000, it's simply the fact that you're getting good quality long-term clients who want to train for the rest of their life. And you need to make a real impact in people's lives, which is personally a lot more rewarding than just the person who only started because they wanted a free session and then they quit when it got too expensive. Or the person who only wanted to get fit for summer, so they quit in winter. Or the fad person who quit as soon as the next fad came along next season. We're getting the people who are going to stick with us for a long time. We've still got, using this approach, our first ever clients with us from 15 years ago. We've had a lot of clients over 10 years. Those clients tend to spend more like $30,000 plus with us, which, I'm sure the money's rewarding with that too, of course, but it's more the fact that, we've had great loyal customers getting great results with us for more than a decade who have typically not succeeded anywhere else prior to coming to us. So that's part of it. It's getting the right person seeing the right message. The next part of it is actually having a great website and all the great material there once they've actually found us in the first place. Most personal training websites out there are pretty amateurish, let's face it. You're a small business and you're probably not a marketing expert. So unfortunately, if your personal training website looks cheap and nasty, it can have the effect of making you look a bit cheap and nasty. That's probably not the case, but especially with in-home mobile sessions, when there's a lot about trust and security and so on, if your site looks a little bit cheap and nasty, you're probably not the sort of person someone wants to invite into their own home. Even though you might be great and completely honest and legit, you're inviting someone to your own private home. There's a big trust and security issue there. So our trainers maybe know better than what you're doing already and no more trustworthy than you. But our website says everything about trust and respect and security and credibility and being in business since 1999 and award-winning trainers and all of that. It means that when there's a split-second moment of do I call or do I click close and call the next person, most people are going to choose us over someone else for that reason. The other thing with our studios too, if you're looking at more the studio side of it, we have our fitness enhancement 100% private trademark, which means that our niche of 100% private studios is very, very clear to people. So you compare that to a big gym with impersonal trainers, as I call them, because it's not that personal when you've got someone sitting right next to you, or niche little studios that aren't really that niche, because if you've still got people right next to you when you're working out, it's not really personal training. And our marketing is really clear on the 100% private training being big on actually making it private and personal. So a lot of clients come to us purely because of that reason too, and the marketing message that backs us up. So from there, once we've had got them on the site or whatever means, and we've really impressed them, the next natural thing is people pick up the phone and call. So this next one that we do really well is a bit of a no-brainer to me, but we're about the only place out there that does it. It's answer your damn phone. If you're a one-man show, it's often not your fault that you can't answer your phone because you're trying to juggle everything at once. It's still bad, but it's not your fault. You still lose a client because they don't leave a message, they call the next person. But yeah, we can't really blame you. Back in the old days, I used to miss too many calls as well. But if you're paying big bucks to Gym Rant or some other system and they couldn't be stuffed answering your phone, they're not really looking after your business that much. So what we do, we see this as a critical step. We put our time, money and effort into getting them to pick up the phone and call. We want to actually answer our phone, pretty obvious. So what we do with that is our 1-800-PT for you number comes here through our head office. One of our trainers answers that. It's one of our trainers manning the phones is also great at sales. It's not just a telemarketer sounding outbound service or something like that. 99% of the time we'll be here answering the phones the whole time, and they're doing a great job signing a person up. So we'll spend anywhere from 5 minutes to 35 minutes on the phone with that person, getting them signed and sealed for you. We can see your diary live and we can book them straight in there and act like we're right there in your local town with you. Obviously if it comes up we're not, that's fine, but very rarely does. And we all work together as a team, so it's one consistent flowing system for the client to be booked in, and then you just show up and sign them up. If we don't get them, well, look, we've spent 30 minutes on the phone with them. We've made a really great impression that you're the best trainer in town by the time they hang up that phone and hopefully come back sometime down the track. From there, we've obviously built some great rapport. A lot of other things that go on behind the scenes with that too, but they're pretty well signed up from all those different things. From there, our average consultation, we have about anywhere from 80 to 95% of consultations actually sign up for a session. We don't do free sessions because we don't need to. We don't want to devalue ourselves when we're worth the money. And we have 80 to 95% of people sign up for a package there. So again, average client goes on to spend $5,000. Compare that to a typical trainer, where success rates after that first session typically range from anywhere from about 5% to about 30 or 40%, where 80 to 95% success rate. And the average client with most personal trainers out there tend to spend a few $100 to $1,000. It's hard to know exact numbers, but they're the research we tend to see. With us, it's $5,000. So from there, obviously, we're giving great sessions and so on. Again, most people are going to probably give great sessions. We're all going to claim ours as the best, so we'll let you be the judge of that one. But we get most people coming back again and again and again, hence our average client spends $5,000. So there's some really, really key things to look at. So when looking at price, whether it be Gym Brand, or the cost of your own business, or all the different other avenues out there, don't just look at how much money you're going to spend. Look at how much you're going to get back off that, and what quality of clients you're going to get, and how much you're going to spend, and how rewarding it's going to be for you to train someone for years and years and years versus just 6 weeks. And do some maths on how much is a good quality client worth to you, and hopefully what we're saying will stack up to you.